Sawadee Krap. I'm JP Mestanza. It's Thursday, May 27th. Welcome to Phuket Extra, brought to you by PVC Phuket. Visit them on Facebook. A 43-year-old man from Phang Nga province, just north of Phuket, has died after suffering chest pains and a heart attack on Monday night after receiving his first Sinovac COVID-19 vaccination injection at Phuket Airport on Sunday. The news was announced by Phang Nga officials who say they are continuing their investigation into the man's death, although the family had already requested his body to be taken for Muslim funeral rites. Samples of the man's body are now being examined. The deputy chief of Phang Nga's public health office said, quote, "We will investigate the vaccines administered to the deceased and those with side effects, and further detailed studies will be conducted with the relevant departments at the district level, and the ministry will send this information to the Central Vaccine Committee to continue their investigation." For people who have registered to receive the vaccine, do not be afraid. If you have a medical condition or suffer anxiety, please consult a doctor or health worker at a public health facility near you. Phang Nga health officials this week confirmed that so far the primary cause of death of the 43-year-old man has been attributed to acute myocardial infarction, commonly called a heart attack, and that fatal medical conditions had been identified. He was rushed to Phang Nga Hospital in the middle of Monday night after waking up with severe chest pains, and doctors were unable to save his life. The man's family believes it was the COVID-19 vaccine that likely caused his death, due to him being injected just a day earlier with the Chinese-made Sinovac vaccine. Despite their insistence, however, the family did not allow provincial officials to perform an autopsy on the man's body, as it's now been taken for Islamic funeral rites. Meanwhile, Phuket officials have yet to publicly recognize the death of the man, one day after taking the Sinovac vaccine here on the island. For more on this, visit thephuketnews.com. The government has approved a draft ministerial regulation that finally allows the use of personal cars for ride-hailing taxi service via apps, a boon for Grab car drivers who have provided the service without proper legal status for years. The new regulation allows vehicles equipped with up to 7 seats that are currently registered as personal cars to double as taxis. The change is expected to be finalized in about a month from now, according to the transport minister. Drivers are required to obtain a public transport driving license, pass a criminal background check by the Royal Thai Police, and use taxi hailing apps certified by the department only. While the taxi hailing app has gained popularity, the law does not recognize owners who use their personal vehicles to pick up passengers, nor does it register the vehicles as taxis. Phuket Extra will be right back after this. For the first time that all 3 challenges are completed, PVC Phuket will donate 100 life bags to One Phuket. Welcome back to Phuket Extra. The managers of some of the Bangkok clubs that officials have alleged sparked the 3rd wave of COVID-19 here in Thailand, they've spoken to officials and have denied operating an entertainment venue without permission and violating the emergency decree, pleading not guilty. The 2 executives of the clubs in Thong Lor, the Emerald Club and the Crystal Club, have both denied any wrongdoing after local police formally laid charges without detaining them. This is the same police force that saw 2 senior cops transferred over the debacle, the Thong Lor police station, and 42 cops in Bangkok tested positive for COVID-19 in early April, said to have visited those clubs. These 2 clubs, along with several others in the area in Bangkok, were blamed for flouting COVID-19 measures and allowing gatherings to take place, which officials say led to a boom of infections in Thailand that reached far and wide, including us here in Phuket, as some of those people who attended those clubs, and they flew down here for a series of parties on the island's west coast. A police source did tell the Bangkok Post that police are set to wrap up their investigation soon on this matter. For the 2nd straight day, Thailand recorded another new record high in daily COVID deaths. After 41 were recorded on Wednesday, and over the past 24 hours, 47 new COVID-19 fatalities were confirmed, as the COVID death toll for the nation since the pandemic began reaches 920. There have also been 3,323 cases over the past 24 hours in Thailand, Just over 1,200 of them are prison inmates. Thailand's total cases since the beginning of the pandemic is now 141,217 cases. Here in Phuket, 2 more COVID-19 cases were confirmed just minutes ago, raising the total for the island to 644 cases since early April, 64 of whom are still receiving medical care on the island. Most cases are in Wichit with 78, then Patong with 67, followed by Phuket Town with 63, and Rasada with 56. The COVID-19 figures for Phuket are updated nightly by the Phuket COVID-19 Information Center. Thanks again for joining us today on Phuket Extra, brought to you by PVC Phuket. Visit them on Facebook. Join us again tomorrow, where we'll be back with all the news you missed. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000, and luxury properties can go all the way up to $20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment, offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.